Hello everyone, welcome to this vlog. My name is Satya. So this is the part 3 of simple network configuration or setup discussion or presentation. As part of this vlog, you see on the top picture or the window that I have shared is the setup diagram. Then on the left side, just below my picture, is the command prompt where I show you how to see the ARP table on the PC, and just right to that command prompt is the Windows capture, how the packets will be seen, and then there is another capture here. So one I do within the local area network ping and the other one to the public IP address, and I'll show how the packets or ARP is being constructed. To first, right, go into the topics. I will remove all the windows and I will add one by one. Just bear with me for few moments or minutes, or I should say seconds. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll first add the PPT, the presentation, and I'll show what exactly I will be showing as part of the setup now. So from the first part onwards, I am discussing this presentation or this setup. So we have, I showed you in my previous presentations, there is one local area network PC that gets IP address through Wi-Fi or DHCP dynamic host configuration protocol from the residential router and IP address, both IPv6 and IPv4 address. Today I have added, or as part of this presentation, I have added one more PC, and I call it as PC LAN host 2, and the PC which was already added in the previous presentation, I call it as PC LAN host 1. So as part of this presentation, I will send a ping from 192.168.129.14 to 192.168.129.17. Both are in the same local area network, that is both the PCs or the laptops or the mobile phones are in the same home network, right? So what we will learn from this presentation is, if I send within the local area network a ping, will it go to residential router? If I send a ping to a public IP address, will it go to the residential router? That we will discuss further, right? To proceed further, let me add a new window which shows the capture. Okay. So as you see here, let me put a filter also. Well, it took some time, but finally we have added the window capture. So let me quickly tell you. Intel, as you see here, the packet number 932, right? Or the, yeah, packet number 932, and which is sent at 42nd second of I after I started the capture. This is not the red one, but a gray one, right? So it says ARP packet, ARP packet, address resolution packet. So if you see, the packet is sent from my PC, that is PC LAN host 1, that is the Intel NIC card, and it says who has 192.168.129.17, tell 192.168.129.14, which is the PC LAN host IP address. So I'm trying to ping from 192.168.129.14 to 192.168.129.17. Once I send the ping, the first packet that goes on the wire is an ARP packet, address resolution protocol, which is a broadcast packet asking from PC LAN host 1, saying who has 129.17, tell 122.168.129.14. As soon as this packet is sent, right, there will be an ARP response. So yeah, I need to add it again. So here you see I am showing you the response packet. The packet number, the earlier packet was 932, which sent who has 192.168.129.17, tell 122.168.129.14. Now the packet number is 938, which says ARP broadcast packet again, that is from a different PC. It says 192.168.129.7. Oh, this is another ARP packet. So let me add again. Yeah. So let me remove this window again and add it. So now the packet number who has 938 was again an ARP broadcast packet which said 192.168.129.17. Who has that IP address? Tell 192.168.129.14. Then it said packet number 943, right? So if you see here, the packet number 943, it says 192.168.129.17 is at this MAC address, right? As soon as this is sent unicast to my PC LAN host 1, an ICMP echo request is sent immediately after that packet 944, which is sent from my PC LAN host 1 192.168.129.14 to 192.168.129.17. that is an ICMP echo request. So what I am trying to tell here is, if both the hosts, when they are communicating together between among themselves, then and they are in the same local area network, then they will communicate directly by sending ARP request on the link, right? So they will not go through the residential router. So that is the most important thing here. So now let's try to analyze the ping where I sent the ping to a public IP address which is not in the same local area network. Then what happens? Okay, let me quickly remove this window and add this one. So I'll add a capture, select window, test 1. So here, check the packet 234. This is the second capture where I sent ping to the public IP address 8.8.8.8, right? So I send a ping from PC LAN host 1 192.168.129.14 to 8.8.8. Then if you observe closely, the destination MAC address, so this is the frame that is built just below the packet capture is your actual frame. So I highlighted that packet, so you will see the packet structure. So first it will be the raw frame, then you will see Ethernet protocol, Internet protocol, Internet control message protocol, which is the ICMP protocol. So you have to check the Ethernet 2 header. There the destination MAC address is the MAC address of your router, uplink router. So now you can ask me, how can I be sure about it? So for that I need to add a new window where I check the ARP table, right? So the command prompt is this one. Yeah. So as part of this, right, command prompt, I give a command ARP-A. Then 192.168.128.1 is mapped to that particular MAC address, right? So here, see, this one is 20B8 2B13 2C22. So now if you check the ARP table, 20B0 is it, or yeah, so 20B8 2B13 2C22, which is the MAC address pertaining to 192.168.128.1, and that is the MAC address that you see in the destination MAC address field. So that means to say that when you are sending an ICMP packet or any packet destined to a public IP address, then your ARP table will be checked, and whatever whatever the MAC address that is corresponding to that particular IP address is selected and sent. So here the IP address is the gateway IP address, and the gateway MAC address is checked from the ARP table and the packet is sent. So this is how the communication happens in the local area network when the packet is sent from any host in the local area network to another host within the local area network, then communication is between themselves only. Our packet is sent, ARP resolution is done, then communication happens between themselves only. If a packet is sent to the public IP address, then first thing is they will send the packet to the gateway IP address, and to resolve the MAC address of that gateway IP address, it will send ARP. Now you may ask me why the ARP packet was not seen in this packet capture. The packet capture that I am highlighting. The packet you did not see because ARP table already had the entry for that particular IP address. Right, 192.168.128.1 is the gateway IP for which the MAC address was already there. That's why it did not send the ARP packet. It directly sent the ICMP packet since we knew the router MAC address. So let me quickly add the window capture for the setup and show you what we did and recap basically. So as part of this presentation, which is part 3, I sent an ICMP packet or a ping message from 192.168.129.14 to 192.168.129.17. Since the MAC address was not present in the ARP table for 192.168.129.17, ARP packet was broadcast from my PC, that is PC LAN host 1, that is 192.168.129.14. Once the ARP response received, then the communication happened between PC LAN host 1 and PC LAN host 2 directly. It did not go through the residential router. Then I did a ping from PC LAN host 1 192.168.129.14 to public IP address, which was 8.8.8.8. Then the packet should be sent to the residential router. So residential router MAC address, IP address was present in the ARP table and a corresponding MAC address was there. So that's how packet was sent to residential router. Residential router then will NAT the source IP and will hide the private IP addresses within the local area network, convert it to public IP and send it to the ISP router for further processing. So friends, this is what I wanted to discuss as part of this presentation, that is part 3. In the next presentation I will discuss about a new topic, okay, which will be related to this setup only, but I'll add new elements and I will be showing part by part, right? Okay, thank you very much. Bye.